Gang, what's going on? Big Robb back. MakeBeerEasy.com. Today, we are not making beer. We are making hop water. We're gonna make some hop water. This thing's in my way. Let me get that out of my way. So yeah, pretty cool. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be cool or not. We're gonna give it a go. Hop water, if you don't know what it is, under this video I'll put a link to, I've got a blog post about what hop water is, and I'll also put a link to the hop water recipe. I'm going to give you two ways or two recipes, more like two ways on how to make hop water, okay? When it comes to hop water itself, there are really four main ingredients, okay? Your tap water or spring water, the hops itself, lemon juice, which I didn't get, so I'm going without today, but that's okay because it's really just to bring the pH down a little bit and add a little bit of flavor. You only use 1 tablespoon or 1 lemon would kind of suffice as well. And then carbonated water. Now, you're either going to carbonate it yourself in a good old keg with some CO2, or I'm going to give you another way that we're going to do today. And I'm pointing at my stove. You can't see it, but I'm over there warming up some water to get this bad boy on the go. So, pretty simple on how to make it. It's basically a no carbs, no calories, no sugar, no alcohol. It's more like a seltzer. Not a hard seltzer, just a seltzer, than it is a beer. But because you're using hops, you can get in this drink some of the flavors from a beer. Okay, so it's refreshing. People find it refreshing, whatever. Okay, so you can make it at home. It's hard to find these days. It's not hard. Actually, yeah, I think it's hard to find. You can get it in some places, but I couldn't find it anywhere in my town. So not the easiest to find, very easy to make. If you know how to make tea, you can make hop water, okay? Number one, when it comes to your hops to use, I recommend if you want like a citrus, tropical, passion fruit type of flavor, aroma, go with the New Age hops. This is Citra. Can't go wrong with Citra. Smells so good. I think I just got some hop dust up my nose. That's good. Oh, ever snort some hop dust? Yes, sir. Citra, Mosaic, Galaxy, Simcoe, those type of things. Noble hops would also provide a pretty good taste. So here's the recipe, guys. First recipe is going to be if you don't have a CO2, you don't have a homebrew kit, and you wouldn't have a method to carbonate. What we're going to use instead, and what I'm going to do today, because I really don't want to get 5 gallons worth and carbonate up in one of my beer kegs. I just want to make a few glasses of hop water. Okay, so what we're going to use to carbonate it is sparkling water. Okay, so I've got my notes here in front of me with all the details as far as how much water and what. Okay, so this recipe I'm going to give you is going to make 2 gallons or 7 liters. Okay, you can scale it up or down as you deem fit. The ratio of hops to water is typically 2 grams per gallon. So this recipe is going to need 4 grams. Okay, that's not a lot of hops. It works out to maybe like 15 to 20 hop pellets. Okay. You're going to need a digital scale to measure them up. All right. The ratio of steeped hop water to sparkling water. Okay. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to steep the hops in my pot of water. Okay, and that's just tap water at 170 degrees. I'm going to put it in a hop bag, and I'm going to steep it just like making tea. Okay, not boiling water, 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I'm going to steep it in there for 20 minutes. All right, then we're going to combine it with the sparkling water. Okay, now I'm only going to do it with a little glass, so I'm just going to work out the 1-to-2 ratio. It's 1 part the steep stuff we make, and 2 parts the sparkling water. Okay, okay. So if you're going to do a whole 2-gallon batch, it would be approximately 3/4 of a gallon of the steeped hop water and 1.25 gallons of sparkling water. Okay, and that works out if you do liters, 3 liters of the hop water and about 4.5 liters of sparkling water. Okay, so here's how we do it. First of all, we heat our water to 170 degrees, okay? Some people boil it. I don't see the point of that. I think those are just homebrewers who are used to boiling things to sanitize them. When you make tea, do you boil it? No. So I don't think you need to, but you can, and then you'd have to cool it down, okay? Don't add the hops until you get her down to 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Once you do, that's when you add the lemon juice, okay? It's gonna balance out the pH, it's gonna give it a little flavor. If you don't have a pH meter, I told you 1 tablespoon is 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, or a whole lemon will work as well. Don't add any more than that, or the lemon juice is going to overpower the hops. We're not doing that today. This is just going to be pure hops, no lemon. Once, like I say, once it's reached 170, add the hops. You can add them directly into the water if you want, but if you do, you're going to need a cheesecloth or real, what do we call it? A real small micro strainer, because you're gonna have to filter all the hop debris out. What I'm gonna use, and if you're a home brewer, I'm gonna use a hop bag. I got it over there sanitizing. Actually, I'm boiling it to get it sanitized. I'm gonna put the hops in there, and then I'm just gonna swirl it around in the pot of 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. So we're gonna let her steep for 20 minutes. Once 20 minutes up, just gonna remove the hops from there. Now you've got your hop water, okay? But you got to cool it down. You want to cool it down to serving temperature, okay? So about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can do that. You can let it sit on the stove if you want. You can cover it and put it in your fridge or your freezer. You could even do an ice bath. If you're not a home brewer, an ice bath is basically exactly like it sounds. You fill your sink with water, ice water. You put your pot in there and just let it sit until it gets down to 170 degrees, okay? Once it has gotten down, now it's time to drink it. Actually, it's time to package it. If you're going to make that full 2 gallons, you got to package it and stuff. You're going to combine it with your, first of all, get a big pot or what have you, whatever you can come up with, and combine the 2 parts sparkling water with the 1 part hop water that you just made. Combine that in the sparkling water. No, actually, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that because it's going to lose its carbonation. The sparkling is going to lose its carbonation. So what you would do is you would store your hop water in separate containers until you're ready to drink it, and then you would mix it with the sparkling water like I'm going to do today. Okay, so jugs you can store it in, mason jars, old growlers. If you're a home brewer, glass home brewing bottles would work great with the swing tops. Wine bottles, you know, the twist on caps, those would work good as well. And then once you're ready to drink it, like I said, just take 1 part. So if you're going to do, I don't know, 500 milliliters, and I'm showing you I'm Canadian, 500 milliliters of sparkling water, then that would be what, 250 milliliters of the hop water. So 1 part hop water, 2 parts sparkling water, combine it in a glass and enjoy it. And that's what we're going to try here today. Now, if you want to go all out and you want to get yourself a keg full of it, or even 2 gallons. You could do it 2 gallons in a keg. You're going to do the exact same thing, except when you get down, you're gonna steep it. And once you put your hops in and you steep them, and in the 170 degrees Fahrenheit, what you're going to do then is you're going to cool it down, get her down to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. You're going to put it in your keg, and then you're going to put the or just normal water, top her up with normal water. You don't need the sparkling water for this. Top her up with normal water. So that amount would be, bear with me, I'll tell you what that amount would be if you were doing 2 gallons. You would 1.25. So your hop water would be 3/4 of a gallon or 3 liters. You're going to put in there, and then you're going to add an extra 1.25 gallons or 4.5 liters, okay? Then you're going to carbonate it. And how you carbonate it is you turn your CO2, connect your CO2. You're going to put on 35 PSI for 24 hours. You're going to turn off the gas. You're going to leave it for another 24 hours off the gas, and then she's ready to go. And you got it. So that's what we're going to do here, guys. So I'm going to go over and kind of get prepared. Got to get the water up. I turn the temperature, I turn the element off. So I'm going to go over there. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to be back. Okay, hang tight. All right, gang. We are just about there. We may even be blown by. Last time we checked, it was 160 degrees Fahrenheit. This is 3 liters of water. Yeah, we're getting pretty dang close. So I'm turning the temperature off. This is, I don't know if you can see it. Yep, there you go. That is shit. Shoot. That is what, how many grams did I say? 4 grams. That's all it looks like right there. It's not a lot. citrus. So good. This is a hop bag, okay? So I'm going to do, it's just a mesh bag, kind of like a cheesecloth. I did sanitize it. Just putting those in there, and we're going to go 20 minutes of steeping those in the pot. And they say just move it around a bit from time to time so that and it's pretty thin mesh. It's actually a pretty used mesh. I'm getting a lot of debris, hop debris. So we're going to be sucking back some hop debris. But that is what it is. It's good for you. Won't hurt you a bit. So that's what we got there. Woo! Look at that fire. There's a little tip for you. The hop bag wicks the water out onto the stove, burning the living shit right out you. All right, let me take a look here. What temperature we're at? Hitting 160 there now. Bombing by 160. Yeah, we're hitting 170 now. Okay, we nailed it. Hit it right on 170, so that's cool. So that's good, guys. 20 minutes. I'm going to let this steep, and then we'll be back, and we'll cool her down to 70 degrees. And then we're going to combine it with some sparkling water and see how this bad boy tastes. Should be interesting. All right, guys. We are upside down. We are about 5 minutes in. Okay, so we're steeping away there, 170. I just had to turn the heat back up, although it maintained it pretty good. It was only about 168 after a few minutes. So we're gonna, like I say, 20 minutes steeping like that. You can see the hop debris. I might try to scoop some of that out. I don't know. We'll see what happens as we go. She certainly won't hurt you any. We'll be back. All right, gang. We are just about there. Some guys will steep for 5 minutes. I've gone about 17, and my patience is done. I'm done. So I'm going to fish out the very hot hop sack, and we're going to fish that out of there. We're going to put it over in that one. Burn the heck out of myself. So that's what we got going on here, guys. Bam. Looks delicious, eh? A lot of aroma going on here, of course, as you can imagine. So what am I going to do now? I don't know. I'm going to cover it. Might let it sit here for a while. Then when the pot gets down a little bit, I might put it in the fridge or the freezer for a little while. Or I might just do an ice bath. One of the three. Undecided at the time being. We'll let you know. We'll be back. So that's what we're doing, guys. I'm going to ice bath it. Put the cover on, and I'm just filling up with some cold tap water, and we'll let her soak in there for a little while. Be back. There we go, guys. That is that's just pure. That is steeped hop water. Okay. Quite clear. If you cold crashed it, you could see how there is hop debris throughout it. You could see how it would all drop and become very clear. Nice, just smells like it to me as if you're just smelling citra hops right out of the bag. I'm gonna sample it without the carbonation. Oh, that's bitter. Yep. That's bitter. So, that's a goodie. Sparkling water. So you make it two, that's got a kick. 1 part hop water. I'm seeing why people probably recommend the lemon. Yeah. All right. So 2 parts carbonated water, 1 part hop water. Ooh, I'm not optimistic here at the moment. Nope, I am not. Why can't we just stick with beer, guys? That's what it looks like. Definitely has carbonation there now because of the sparkling water. Much reduced hop aroma. Here goes nothing. Oh, there you go. And that's clearly what it's supposed to taste like versus chugging back some steeped hop tea here. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, that's enjoyable. I get it. That's kind of cool. I'll enjoy that pint of that stuff. Next time I will, if I make it again. I don't really get the point of making non-alcoholic beverages, but each to their own. If I make it again, I will use the lemon. It would give it would reduce apparently a little bit of the harshness from the hops, and also give it a little lemon flavor. Ooh, I can still taste the hop tea from that one. Woo! That was a doozy. I would probably try, even by the little kegs, I might try that, and I think I would cold crash it, at least 24 hours, get everything to drop and clear up a bit. And anyway, guys, there it is. There's your hop water. Give it a go. It's not bad. I mean, it's hop flavored water. Hop flavored sparkling water is what it is. Cheers, gang. That's what I got for you. You like these type of things? You like beer videos, recipes, how to brew, tips on how to brew, that type of deal? Be sure to subscribe to the video, hit the little ring, or the channel, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so YouTube notifies you when new things go up. It is pretty tasty. And if you make your own beer, head on over to, there'll be a link under this video to my blog where I give away I give away 5 free recipes that were my favorite from my brew pub. So go ahead and grab those. And that's it, guys. Big Robb, well, you know what he's got.